that. So this is what we had seen. Okay, थोड़ा बहुत we had seen intermolecular attraction and all. We had seen properties of gases and all. Okay, now we will be looking at what exactly is ideal gas. What is kinetic molecular theory? So these gas particles, they're always in motion and all. So we'll also see what is an ideal gas, what is a real gas. So now why am I using two different words for gases, ideal and real? So whatever we study theoretically in the book, that is all under ideal conditions. All under ideal conditions. We assume things to be, yeah, if this is the way, then ऐसा होगा. अगर ऐसा है तो वैसा होगा. ऐसा है. But reality में it's something is different, right? Reality में nothing is perfect. Ideally, everything is perfect. So when I consider ideal conditions, ideally there should not be any problem in the world. Ideally, we should not be sitting at our home since 2 months. So ideal conditions are different and real conditions are different. Ideally, if this was a, what do we say, a good world, then people won't be fighting, people won't be quarreling, and so on, right? But reality is something different altogether, right? That is what is the difference between ideal and real. Ideal mein everything is all good, everything is all perfect, but reality mein things are far from perfect. So this bridge gap between ideal and real we'll see between the gases. Okay, so when we say that gases, the actual volume of gases is negligible as compared to the real volume of gases and all. So we will go across all these points. So there are some postulates of the kinetic molecular theory. Now, when I say kinetic molecular theory, this theory is related to the speed of the particles, the speed of the molecules, then how do they behave, what is this force of interaction between them, what happens when we do this, what happens when we do that, what happens when we increase the temperature, then what is root mean square velocity, what is your average speed, what is your most probable speed. So all this will be coming across in the chapter ahead. So at any point of time, if you're not understanding or if there is any issue, you can anytime unmute yourself and ask me a question. Okay. So I hope up till now, whatever we have studied in this chapter, whatever we have gone through, you guys were able to understand. Last time, partial gas law and all the other laws and the theory which we have done. Can I get a confirmation, guys? Am I audible? Okay, cool. Good. Chalo, good. Acha. So let us move ahead then. I hope the participants are joined. Yes, they have. It shows 15. Now this idea PV is equals to nRT, where P is the pressure of the gas, V is the volume of the gas, N is the number of moles, T is the absolute temperature, and R is your universal gas constant. हमने R भी देखा था कैसे उसकी वैल्यू निकालते हैं all. Okay, so this ideal gas equation is derived when we are assuming that the conditions, the gas is behaving ideally, and these are all experimentally determined. ठीक है, तो हम लोग नोटबुक में कुछ ना कुछ assume किया साइंटिस्ट ने कि let us assume this to be this, let us assume that to be this, and so on. तो ऐसा कर करके we have come across this. Let us see this kinetic molecular theory. Now look at this. Oh, beautiful they are. Maxwell, Boltzmann, Rudolf Clausius. So these three people, they put forward our kinetic molecular theory. Okay? Or KMT, or microscopic model of gases. We will be calling it as kinetic molecular theory. Okay? Now, kinetic molecular theory is nothing but assumptions about gas molecules, assumptions about gas particles. Okay, so what are these assumptions? How do we describe them? I would like everyone to note the assumptions as and when we are studying them. Okay, so let us see what is this kinetic molecular theory. So mainly there are five assumptions which are describing the behavior of the gas molecules, and let us see how they're justified also. Okay, so let us move on. First point, it says gases consist of extremely large number of very small particles called as molecules. Gases are made up of very large number of molecules which are extremely small in size. Large in number, small in size. This is your first assumption of kinetic molecular theory of gases. That all the gases, they have large number of molecules. With these molecules are very small in size of one particular gas. मतलब अगर मैं सिर्फ हाइड्रोजन कंसीडर करूं, all the molecules are identical. But if I compare hydrogen gas with oxygen gas, the molecules of oxygen are different, the molecules of hydrogen are different. But the molecules of oxygen will resemble to that of oxygen, and hydrogen will resemble to that of hydrogen. And these molecules are always in constant, continuous, random, straight line motion. They will always be moving, always. They'll always be moving and colliding with each other. Okay? And in this motion, they will collide with each other as well with the walls of the container. Like you can see in this video. They are continuously colliding with each other and the walls. And this pressure by the gas is because of this continuous bombardment of the gas molecules with each other as well as with the walls of the container. रेड स्पॉट्स देखो, वो आपको दिखाने के लिए कि वो वॉल से टकरा रहा है. ठीक है. Now should I dictate the first assumption to you, or you were writing?
Yes, dictate, sir, please.
Okay. So let's do one thing. Let us first go through all the points and then I will dictate them all together. Okay. पहले सब points देख लेते हैं, वीडियो देख लेते हैं सब points का, and then we'll go one by one. Okay. Take. Second assumption is these gas molecules, they are colliding with each other. They are in continuous random straight line motion. Okay. The volume of the gas, the actual volume of the gas, the assumption is if you collate, if you bring all the molecules together, the actual volume of the gas is negligible or very low as compared to the occupied volume of the gas when compared to the total volume by the gas. ये screen पे ना, you can see so many molecules of hydrogen. We have just taken an example of hydrogen molecules. You can see so many hydrogen molecules. If I bring all these hydrogen molecules together, okay, together means in one corner of the screen. अगर मैं इन सबको एक corner में डाल दूं, एक corner में, then the entire space which you can see on the screen will become empty, because all these molecules which you can see now, they can be combined and brought to one corner. So that is the actual volume of the molecules occupied. Just because their intermolecular force of interaction is weak, the distance between them is large, that is, they are freely moving. That is why they are occupying the entire volume which is given to them. If I compress them, the real volume I'll get, that real volume is negligible as compared to the volume which you can see right now. Guys, clear with this point? Any doubts, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Any point of time you feel like you're not being able to understand, please speak. Okay. Fine. So now gases are highly compressible. Now see this. Actual volume of the gas molecules. ये जो मेरे सामने सिलेंडर और पिस्टन है, ठीक है? That is called as piston. Entire thing is called as your cylinder. ठीक है? So if I increase the pressure on the gas, ठीक है? अभी what is the actual volume? What is the real volume? What is the volume occupied by the gas molecules? Entire thing, the entire volume of the cylinder. That is the volume of the gas. What if I compress this? What is I increase the pressure? ठीक है? जो खाली जगह है, पहले ये गैस ने ये वाला वॉल्यूम भी ऑक्यूपाई किया था, पर अभी प्रेशर बढ़ाने के बाद वही गैस नीचे आ गया, मतलब ऊपर का वॉल्यूम खाली हो गया, राइट? सो this point says the actual volume occupied by the gas is negligible as compared to the observed volume of the gas. ऐसा बोल रहा है वो. This is the assumption of this point. Now it says attractive and repulsive forces. Attractive forces are negligible. The gas molecules are very far from each other. They are not bonded to each other. They are not attracted to each other. So the distance, the intermolecular distance between two molecules, this distance is very large in gas molecules. Okay. Now, why can we say that this statement is true? Because if you expand the same gas, the entire gas is going to occupy जो भी volume available है. मैंने सामने देखा, right? मैंने वही गैस को compress किया, और अब वही गैस को जब मैंने expand किया बेटा, तो occupied the entire volume which was available to us. They have weak intermolecular force of attraction. And that's why we can say the forces of attraction is negligible. Now, assume that the collisions amongst the gas molecules का आपस में जो collision होता है, that is perfectly elastic in nature. Now, this might be a new word for you. What is this perfectly elastic collision? Okay, so when you are running and there is someone who is running from the opposite direction, and you both bump into each other, right? You either, if you are huge, the other person will fall. If the other person is huge, you will fall. If you both are of equal size, then definitely you are going to hurt yourself, right? You're going to bump your heads or your body, or like you are going to hurt yourself. So when two cars are involved in an accident, their structure changes. There is fire, there is heat, there is a loss of energy, right? So whenever there is a interaction, whenever there is a collision, energy is passed from higher energy body to lower energy body, and there is some sort of distortment in the shape, in the size, and the particles. In gas ka case na, this is be a elastic collision. So what is a perfectly elastic collision? Perfectly elastic collision is a collision where when two particles are colliding, when two mass bodies are colliding, there is no loss of energy, there is no loss of mass, and they will just collide and they will go back equally in the same direction. I said टकराएंगे, एक दूसरे को छुएंगे और वापस हो जाएंगे. तो उनका collision is assumed to be perfectly elastic in nature. Okay guys, elastic collision, perfectly elastic collision का मतलब समझा सबको? Has everybody understood the meaning of perfectly elastic collision? People? Anybody, any doubt? Okay, cool. So this is one of the assumptions. Collision is perfectly elastic. Molecules आएंगे, एक दूसरे से टकराएंगे, पीछे हो जाएंगे, आएंगे, टकराएंगे, पीछे हो जाएंगे. Simple. Now what happens is that during collision, these molecules are not settling down. ये शांत बैठते नहीं है. They're in continuous motion. Always in continuous motion. So the average kinetic energy of these molecules which are in motion, the average kinetic energy of these molecules is proportional to the absolute temperature. अगर temperature को मैं increase करूं तो ये molecules का movement और ज्यादा strong हो जाएगा क्योंकि इनके पास kinetic energy बढ़ जाएगी because of temperature. और अगर temperature मैं कम करूं तो इनका motion slow down हो जाएगा. They will not settle, but their motion will slow down. ऐसा. So the motion or the kinetic energy of the particles is directly proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas. This is elastic collision, perfectly elastic collision. बस एक दूसरे से टकराए और पीछे हो गए. ठीक है, तो look over here, temperature 1, temperature 2. Now if I increase the temperature, the molecules will move faster because the kinetic energy has increased. T1 is greater than T2. Look at the motion of particles in T1 and particles in T2. Now this is important. जैसे हम लोग kinetic energy का हमारे पास फॉर्मूला है ना, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Similarly, there is kinetic gas equation. Kinetic energy is energy. ठीक है? PV, I don't know whether I told you this. PV is equivalent to the amount of work done on the gas, and work done is energy. Did I mention this in the last class? I did mention about this. PV is also energy. PV is the amount of work done by moving gas molecules. That is why we take the energy, the unit as joules. Right? Yes, no, maybe. बताते ना हम लोग ने जब हम लोग R का वैल्यू डिस्कस कर रहे थे तब आप लोग ने काफी लोग ने मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछा था why is joules coming in this unit. So I had explained to you PV is the work done by the gas which we are going to learn in thermodynamics chapter in 12th standard. Very good. Chalo, good, you remember this. I'm so proud of you. Very good, beta. तो kinetic gas equation आपके सामने है. PV pressure and volume का product is equal to 1/3 m. M is the mass of the gas molecule. Mass, not the molar mass. N, total number of molecules in volume V. Capital N is not Avogadro's number. Capital NA is Avogadro's number. This is only N. This N is total number of molecules in volume V. मतलब if I have a given volume, suppose a bottle, तो उस bottle में जितना gas molecules है, those are countable. So that is N, the number of molecules in that volume. And U is the root mean square velocity of the molecule. U is the root mean square velocity of the molecules. We will study in depth about the root mean square, average speed, and the most probable speed. Okay? As of now, just remember U is the root mean square velocity of the molecules. So kinetic gas equation क्या है? PV is equals to 1/3 mnu square. Has everybody written this? Cool. Yeah, correct, Rohit. Number of molecules will always be an approximation value because they are so small. No, counting is always going to be an approximation. Mass निकालने का, फिर average number of moles निकालने का, फिर number of moles से उसको हम लोग multiply कर देंगे. तो obviously it's going to be an approximate number. Good observation beta Rohit. Cool. So अब kinetic gas equation को use करके भी we can solve many numericals. There are going to be, this is going to be useful for entrance exams also. ये सब points भी लिख लेना आप लोग. What is n, what is m, what is u. So before going ahead, before understanding the kinetic gas laws in terms of kinetic molecular theory or kinetic KMT, let us write down kinetic molecular theory. Okay? So write down postulates or just write down kinetic molecular theory. First point. Gases are made up of large number of large number of molecules or other small molecules. Gases are made up of large number of small molecules. These molecules are identical in nature. These molecules are identical in nature.
सर
Yes, beta.
आप वो assumptions dictate कर रहे हो ना?
Yes, obviously, yes.
हाँ.
क्यों?
कुछ नहीं.
Okay.
Just
Okay. The gas molecules are in continuous. The gas molecules are in continuous, random, straight line motion. The gas molecules are in continuous, random, straight line motion. They constantly collide with each other and the walls of the container. They constantly collide with each other and the walls of the container. This constitutes the pressure of the gas. This constitutes the pressure of the gas. the force of attraction, or rather write down the intermolecular force of attraction, the intermolecular force of attraction in gases is negligible. The intermolecular force of attraction in gases is negligible. Collisions in gas molecules are perfectly elastic in nature. Collisions in gas molecules are perfectly elastic in nature. The kinetic energy of gas molecules, the average kinetic energy of gas molecules is directly proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas. Directly proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas.
Sir, please repeat that last point.
The average kinetic energy of gas molecules is directly proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas. Okay? Everybody written this?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. So very simple points, very basic points. ठीक है? Kinetic gas equation आपके सामने है. From this kinetic gas equation, we'll be able to derive RMS, MPS, and the average velocity. Okay, fine. Now let us see how can the gas laws be studied with the help of the kinetic molecular theory. Kinetic molecular theory कैसे support करता है my gas laws, to my different gas laws. Okay. So just as a revision and to make it more interactive, let me just, I don't know you people, okay? I mean, like we met online and I don't know any one of you. So I'll just read out random names from the chat. Whoever's name I take, God bless you, because I'm just taking it up randomly. You have to unmute and answer my question. It's wrong, I don't mind. It's correct, very good. If you don't know, absolutely fine, no problem. Okay, just to make it a bit more interactive and to ensure you guys are not sleeping. Fine. So let me ask this. Rohit, derivation of this equation? No, we're not going to get into the derivation of this equation. But if you want to, I will definitely show you what exactly is the derivation for this equation. We can do it for learning purpose. Okay, we'll do it. Don't worry with it. So let me ask my first question to Swayam. Swayam, are you there, beta?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So don't be afraid, ठीक है? It's just a drill, ठीक है? So can you tell me बेटा what is Boyle's law?
Yes, sir.
हाँ बेटा.
Sir,
I don't want the exact definition. Whatever you have understood in the lectures which we have studied. You
sir,
can.
relationship between, I think, volume and pressure with constant temperature.
Very good. It's the relationship between the volume and the pressure at constant temperature. So what was it, directly or inversely proportional?
Inversely, sir.
Very good, Victor. Excellent. Let us not get scared. So let us study Boyle's law. हम लोग Boyle's law का पहले देखते हैं, kinetic molecular theory and Boyle's law का interrelation और application. ठीक है? So we can relate it. Boyle's law को पहले पकड़ते हैं हम लोग, pressure volume का relationship. Okay? So we are going to consider a cylinder. We are going to consider a cylinder. We are having a constant temperature. Okay? We can measure the pressure. This cylinder is having a frictionless piston. ये piston बोले तो क्या? ये जो top में आपको dark grey color का जो दिख रहा है, that is your piston. That piston is freely movable inside this cylinder. Okay, now I don't know how many of you know bike के अंदर ये system होता है, bikes वगैरह में engines में ऐसा system होता है. आपने काफी ads देखे होंगे TV में जहाँ पे वो oil वगैरह का ad आता है where they show such kind of piston moving continuously because of that friction happens, so that's why you need oiling and all those things. Here we are assuming a frictionless. We are assuming all ideal conditions only over here. Okay, there is nothing real over here. So these are all ideal conditions. So ideal conditions may we are assuming a frictionless piston, but we all know that in reality there cannot be a frictionless piston. Friction रहेगा ही, as simple as that. But we are considering a frictionless piston. We have gas molecules over here. Okay, so let us increase the pressure of the gas over here. Now, at given temperature, the average velocity of these molecules is going to be constant. कोई एक टेम्परेचर दिया है, सपोज 30 डिग्री सेल्सियस, ठीक है? 30 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे जो भी मेरा गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स का स्पीड है, वेलोसिटी है, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कांस्टेंट. मतलब जो है वही रहेगा. टेम्परेचर चेंज होगा तो ही वो चेंज होगा. What is this pressure of the gas? Pressure is continuously collision with the containers and amongst each other. Now what happens when the pressure is increased? When pressure is increased, the space available for the molecules to move, that decreases. So now see, when I am external pressure मैंने कम किया, तो the movement for the gas molecules, तो area कम हो जाता है. area कम हो जाता है तो collisions बढ़ जाएगा. They will collide more with each other and the walls of the container. ठीक है, आपस में भी जरा टकराएंगे और walls of the container से भी जरा टकराएंगे. That means pressure of the gas is increasing. Simple. ठीक है. Volume of the gas decreased, pressure is increased at a given temperature. Right? This is Boyle's law. So here we are seeing about the motion of the particles. We are learning about kinetic molecular theory. We just saw that practically. I don't know what is Boyle's law, but I have a frictionless piston in front of me. I am increasing the pressure from the top on the gas molecules. The area available for the gas molecules, the volume available for the gas molecules decreases. Because of this decrease, it continuously क्या बोलते हैं, the collisions increase because the area is less. So they will collide more amongst each other and frequently with the walls of the container. This means the pressure has increased. Simple. तो हमने क्या किया था? हमने Can you hear me now, Swam? Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो हमने क्या किया था, हमने वॉल्यूम कम किया, वॉल्यूम कम करने से क्या बढ़ गया, प्रेशर बढ़ गया। ये हमने बॉयल्स लॉ में देखा था। सो काइनेटिक मॉलिक्यूलर थ्योरी के एप्लीकेशन से हम लोग बॉयल्स लॉ भी डिराइव कर पा रहे हैं, एज इजी एज दैट। सो इफ आई एम इंक्रीजिंग द pressure, the volume is decreasing, and vice versa. If I increase the volume, the pressure will decrease. Anybody, any doubt in this point, beta? ये concept में anybody is having any doubt, please ask. I'm purposely going very slow so that I don't want you guys to be jumbled up with gyan.
Sir, can you repeat please the last two sentences?
I will definitely repeat. See, the last two sentences which I said was, when I'm increasing the pressure of the gas, the volume is decreasing, and vice versa. When I'm increasing the volume, the pressure is decreasing. I just saw it in front of me. The area available for the gas molecules to move decreases when we increase the pressure, and that is why the collisions increase with amongst each other as well as with the walls of the container, and that is why the pressure increases. So volume come, pressure ज़्यादा, pressure come, volume ज़्यादा. That is Boyle's law, right? Okay, beta?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So we just saw Boyle's law in context to kinetic molecular theory of. Next, what we are going to which we are going to see is your Charles law. ठीक है? देखो, volume of gas is decreased, pressure is increased. This is your Boyle's law. Now let us move on towards Charles law. So Charles law कौन बोलेगा? Let me check. Sharon Verghese. Sharon, are you there, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sharon, can you brief us all with what is Charles law in your own language, whatever you have understood?
Sir, Charles' law is the relationship between volume and temperature.
Very good. It is direct or indirect?
Sir, is direct.
Direct. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So look over here. Now we are going to study Charles' law, which we have already studied, of course. We're just going to verify it or rather re-study it through kinetic molecular theory. Okay. So again, I am considering the same setup, and in this same setup, I am having my hydrogen gas with a cylinder and a frictionless piston. Frictionless piston है, cylinder है, उसके अंदर gas molecules है, एक definite temperature पे है, and gas molecules are moving. So we also know ये क्या बोलता है? Kinetic molecular theory of gases. What does it say? The average kinetic molecular theory, the average kinetic energy of gas molecules is directly proportional to your absolute temperature. Is directly proportional to the temperature of the gas. So it says molecular velocity will increase if we increase the temperature. Now, if we increase the temperature, and what is going to be the effect on the volume? The volume is going to expand. Volume is expanding over here, and the pressure, what we are talking about, is remaining constant. For pressure to keep constant, and we have expanded the volume. Expand volume expand करने से क्या हुआ बेटा? Molecules को move करने के लिए ज़्यादा जगह मिल गया. Because of the increase in temperature, the movement and the vibration is going to increase, right? So this movement and this vibration, it should not alter the pressure. That is why volume has increased. Volume increase हो गया, तो उसका movement ज़्यादा area मिल गया उसको move करने के लिए. As simple as that. So I increased the temperature, the movement or the energy of the molecules increased, because of which volume increased. Molecule movement started, and molecule movement was so strong that the piston was pushed upwards, and the volume increased because of that. Charles law अब उन्हें ऐसे verify किया यहाँ पे. So at constant pressure, if the temperature of a given mass of gas is increased, its volume will increase. This is your Charles law, right? So constant pressure hai, we are increased, temperature is increased, temperature increase kiya, volume will increase over here, volume of gas is increased. Okay guys, clear? We are just verifying our laws over here. Now let's move on to Avogadro's law. Okay, Avogadro's law कौन बताएगा मेरे को? Random name. तेजस गोसावी.
Yes, sir.
ऐसी बॉम्ब फोड़ रहा हूँ बेटा. तेजस, एवोगाड्रोस लॉ क्या था? मैथमेटिकली बताएंगे बेटा आप? What was एवोगाड्रोस लॉ? कुछ वॉल्यूम.
Mathematical, sir.
हाँ बेटा बताओ मैथमेटिकल.
P1 V1 upon T1 is equals to NR.
ओके, वो उससे हमने डिराइव किया था बेटा.
हाँ.
सिर्फ एवोगाड्रो क्या था? ये तो आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन हो गया जो आपने पूरा कंबाइन लिया था. सिर्फ एवोगाड्रो क्या बोल रहा था? वॉल्यूम और नंबर ऑफ मोल्स के बारे में.
Volume relationship between volume and number of molecules.
Very good. And it is directly proportional?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Very good beta. Okay, so this is what is your Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law is nothing but the relationship between the volume of the gas and the number of moles. So volume of the gas will increase when the number of moles will increase. Let us see with the same setup. Okay, scene रहेगा. P, pressure, temperature, volume. Two gases I have in front of me, as you can see. Pressure is same, temperature is same, volume is same. तो इनका number of moles भी same रहेगा. As simple as that according to Avogadro's law. अगर ये सब same है, तो इसका average kinetic energy should also be same. Simple as that. अगर इतना सब कुछ सिमिलर है इनके बीच में, तो सब कंडीशन सिमिलर है, तो एवरेज काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी सेम रहना चाहिए. अगर इतना कुछ में सिमिलर है, तो एवरेज काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी सेम रहना चाहिए. Now pressure of gas is going to depend on the number of molecules present per unit volume. That is the average kinetic energy also. Now two gases which have same pressure will have same average kinetic energy. So equal volumes of all gases under similar conditions of pressure and temperature contain same number of molecules. If pressure is same, मतलब उनका number of molecules भी same रहेगा. Equal volumes of gases under similar conditions of volume and temperature, pressure contain equal number of molecules. हमारा that. Okay. So ideal behavior of gases, has everybody understood what is ideal behavior of gases? Ideally, how gases are going to behave? I'm talking about ideal conditions. Now, when I say ideal conditions, so ideal condition बोलेंगे तो there is zero interaction between the gas molecules. There is no interaction between the gas molecules. The intermolecular space is huge. Gas molecules are moving freely. They are moving in random directions. When they collide with each other, they collide. I'm sorry. They collide in a perfectly elastic manner. Perfectly elastic collisions are there. Then the average kinetic energy of these gas molecules is directly proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas. These gas molecules are large in number and very small in size. Gas molecules are identical to each other. These gas molecules will be same for similar gas and will be different for different gas. That way. Then kinetic energy जो we saw that kinetic energy, that kinetic equation, kinetic gas equation was given as PV is equals to 1/3 mnu square, where your P was pressure, V was volume, N was the number of M was the mass of the क्या बोलते gas molecules. N, capital N was the number of molecules in that given volume, and U was the root mean square velocity of the gas molecules given to us. That way. So, this is what we covered. Now we'll be moving ahead to the real gases. What exactly gases are behaving in reality. So one thing you need to keep in mind, अभी तक हमने जो भी काइनेटिक मॉलिक्यूलर थ्योरी में पोस्टुलेट्स पढ़ा, जो भी हमने चार्ल्स लॉ, बॉयल्स लॉ पढ़ा, all the laws ना we are studying in ideal conditions. ये सब हम लोग ideal conditions में पढ़ रहे थे कि ideal conditions में ऐसा होगा, ideal conditions में वैसा होगा, and so on. So reality में क्या होगा, reality में conditions क्या होगा, how will a gas behave, and why will it behave so. तो ये सब चीजें जो रहेंगी ना, all this we are going to see, all this we are going to what do we say, go through in real gases, behavior of your real gases. So जैसे हमने बोला कि the intermolecular force of interaction is negligible. So this is a very overrated statement. Negligible? Nah, it cannot be negligible. There it can be very less, but negligible would be a very wrong statement. So there does exist an intermolecular force of attraction which is very, very weak, but ideally it is negligible. ऐसा, ठीक है? Then when we say that the actual volume occupied by the gas is negligible as compared to the real volume occupied by the gas. मतलब इस रूम में जितना भी गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स है, अगर वो सब गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स को मैं कलेक्ट करके एक कोने में डाल देगा, तो उसका वॉल्यूम एज कंपेयर टू द रूम्स वॉल्यूम विल बी नेग्लिजिबल. अगेन this is a very overrated statement. Again, this is a very overrated statement. Now, when I say overrated statement, it means that volume is not going to be negligible. It definitely is going to have some value. So again, negligible word आ गया, not existing, ये सब नहीं क्या बोलते हैं exist करता है, ठीक है? Then we also said something about perfectly elastic collision, ठीक है? So what is this perfectly elastic collision? Perfectly elastic collision is when two molecules are colliding with each other and there is no loss of mass, energy or anything. Okay. So again, this is very weird statement that there is not going to be any loss of mass or energy or anything. When two particles are colliding, when any two particles are colliding, there is going to be some transfer of energy. Whenever two bodies are meeting, there is going to be some interaction. कुछ ना कुछ interaction जरूर होगा. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि मतलब दो bodies आपस में touch किए and there was no energy transfer, there was no क्या बोलते हैं mass change or there was no speed change. यहाँ पे वो बोलता है उनका ना तो speed change होता है, ना तो उनका मास चेंज होता है, ना ही डायरेक्शन, दिस ये सब ऐसे सब बोलता है वो. So which is not possible. Okay, so again this assumption for ideal gases, okay, for ideal so you can assume anything, but real gases में it is different altogether. So ये क्या है real gases? Real gas equation क्या होगा? Ideal gas equation is PV is equal to nRT. What are going to be the changes when we consider real gases? How are we going to consider those changes? ये सब we are going to check in your real gas का behavior. So in the next lecture, whenever we are starting up, we'll be starting with this part, अपना real gases का part. Also, we'll be learning about your root mean square velocity, average velocity, and your most probable speed. इनके formulae क्या हैं and all. ठीक है? We will also be taking up certain numericals once we are done with the entire theory of the chapter, wherein which we'll be having applications of the different laws which we have studied, how to find out, and I assume by that time you must be knowing how to use a log table or something like that. Okay, so I think the next part we'll be starting in the next lecture. Okay, how the kinetic equation stands if its postulate and alternative assumption is wrong. Okay, guys, Rohit, assumption is not wrong. Assumption can be anything. I can assume I'm the richest person in the world, right? I can assume that, right? So assumption is imaginary. Assumption is for ideal conditions. Ideally, I should not have any restrictions in life, but reality में ऐसा नहीं होता, right? So ideally, the gas should behave like this in ideal conditions. The real conditions can be altered in the laboratory and can be brought as close to your ideal conditions. But ideal conditions in the real world will not exist naturally. That is what the point over here is. So reality में how will the gas molecules behave and all, that we are going to start in the next lecture. Okay, am I clear, Rohit? Okay, guys. So I guess we should stop now over here, and we'll soon be meeting in our next lecture. So by that time, you guys take care and keep studying. Okay, Kamlesh sir, I hand over to you now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So much, guys. Bye.
Okay, और स्टूडेंट्स अगर किसी को डाउट है तो पूछ सकता है.
Yeah, I'm still online. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, please. I guess only Rohit and some 2-3 people keep asking. I want others to involve. Yeah, let us talk. Or you can go through, you can study, and you can bring your doubts in the next session also. That's not a problem. Whatever you think. अभी कोई instant doubt है तो पूछ लो. वरना anytime doubts तो ready रहता है.
जनरली कल आपका सेम टाइमिंग है 5:30 to 6:30. केमिस्ट्री का लेक्चर रहेगा.
कल फ्राइडे है.
हाँ, कल फ्राइडे को.
मेरा लेक्चर है क्या सर?
नहीं, कल आपका नहीं है.
कूल.
कल मोर कॉन्सेप्ट का इनका.
ओके सर, ठीक है, चलो देन आई लॉग आउट सर.
हाँ, चलेगा.
ओके,
ठीक है, लगता है किसी को डाउट नहीं है. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, फिर कल मिलते हैं. बाय.
यस, बाय.